Last time on Round Sailing, we got hit for the second time at anchor in Falls Creek, Vancouver. We hiked the Chief in Squamish, held a meetup for our followers, and flew helicopter for the first time ever.
It's the beginning of October, and our 2-week anchor permit in Falls Creek was about to expire.
Despite the boat crash incidents in the anchorage, we really liked Falls Creek, because it was great to be able to anchor for free in the middle of the city.
Nice music, but when you're refueling,
It's Thursday today and we're leaving Vancouver. We're sailing to the Gulf Islands today, which are an archipelago outside Vancouver Island. So we're heading west. It's about, I think, 25 nautical miles, and we're gonna go through a pass between two islands. So it's quite a narrow pass with strong tides or strong currents, so we're gonna try to time it. Slack is at 2 p.m. and yeah, it's almost 9 now in the morning, so we're just almost ready to leave, just fueling up with diesel and gasoline. And it's a beautiful day today, so nice, so lucky. We have sun and there's supposed to be northerly winds, so we're hoping for nice sailing today. Since we came to BC, it has starting to grow a lot on Ron's belly. Look at this, is the rudder of the wind vane. It looks like Chewbacca.
Yeah, we've been using quite a lot of diesel now because the heater has been running all the time since we arrived here. Almost all the time. But it's actually quite efficient. It doesn't take as much fuel as we thought.
With full tanks, we were ready to leave the bustling city and sail to a quiet cove in the Gulf Islands, outside Vancouver Island.
Really shallow here. I bet there's a lot of boats that have gone aground on this sandbank.
Sweet!
Yeah, finally some wind. It was like I suspected, the mountains was blanketing the wind. So now we have 12 knots on the beam from the north. Really nice. And we have around 20 nautical miles to go to the pass between the islands. We're going to anchor tonight. Nice sailing, huh?
Great, but you're a little unused here now. I've been spending 2 weeks on a calm in a calm anchorage, and a lot of motion in the boat, so it always takes a little while to get used to the motion again and the waves. But I mean, we haven't been sailing in a really long time as well before our time in Vancouver. But there are some small waves, but I mean it's nothing comparing to open sea. But yeah, I'd say it's perfect sailing.
We have a tug in front of us here, and yeah, he's towing a lot of logs behind him. It's I don't know, probably a couple of 100 meters, maybe, I don't know, 200 meters long or something, with only logs behind him. So we probably have to alter our course a bit to avoid him. I guess he can't maneuver very well with all those logs behind him. And they take these logs up Fraser River, which is next to Vancouver.
It looks crazy. And just how they put them all together, and that they can move them like that, in a package. But also no wonder that there are quite a lot of logs floating around. I guess it's pretty common that they break loose from that.
And the wind came back. So now we have a steady beam reach and 10 knots of wind. It's starting to get pretty cold at nights now. I don't know if it's frost yet, but yeah, you can really tell that the fall is here. So the water temperature is down to 12, and only 2 weeks ago it was 16, so it has definitely started to become colder.
In 4 nautical miles we'll be in the pass. It's called Porlier Pass. In this pass the current can run up to 9 knots. So yeah, you don't have to go through at slack, but not too much before or after slack.
And after the pass we're going to Princess Cove on Wallace Island. It's just another 5 miles or so.
There was some current as we went through the pass, but nothing that Ron couldn't handle. There's a couple of shallow spots here, so keeping a close watch on the plotter.
Our friend Murray is here. The Chopper 9.
Hi, Murray! So fun! Yeah, it's such a bummer that we're not sailing. That would be cool.
Okay.
Ta minus 20. Wow, they're flying so low. They're flying really low. Ah! Wow! That's awesome! Looks like he's gonna land.
That was really cool with the helicopter.
Today was the first time that we tried out our new foul weather gear from Mustang Survival. Really good things. And I really love, there are knee pads here. So when you're standing on your knees, it doesn't hurt. Great. Now it's getting a little bit warm now actually. So take off my jacket. Now we're passing between Norway Island on our right, starboard side, and on our port side we have Mowgli Island from the Jungle Book. Funny names, Norway and Mowgli. And when we pass through here, we're gonna turn further south, gonna turn left, where we'll find the island of Wallace Island. It was so cool with CTV and Chopper 9 came to pay us a visit. They flew really low. I mean, how low could they have been flying?
I don't know, 5 meters maybe?
No, not so low.
I don't know, 10 maybe.
Maybe 20 meters, but super cool. Like we could see the big camera was facing towards us. It was filming us. Maybe they were broadcasting live. That would have been cool. I would stand like this.
Looks beautiful here, right?
The weather is so nice today. It's 4th of October today. We were going to anchor in the narrow Princess Cove. Wallace Island was purchased in 1946, after the Second World War, by David Conover, the man who claimed to have discovered Marilyn Monroe. Conover moved to the island with his wife, and they built a successful holiday resort called the Royal Cedar Cottages. Conover became a successful author, and 2 of his books were about the couple's struggles and joys after their purchase of the land. In the 1960s, the couple sold the majority of the island to a group of teachers from Seattle. But due to disagreements among the owners, it was eventually bought and turned into a marine park by the BC government. The outer peninsula has a dinghy dock where you can go ashore, and most of the island is public, except from 2 private houses.
these trees. Do you know that, Malin?
No. They're so special with that smooth trunk.
Yeah, they're really special. I mean, the bigger ones, it's like they lose their bark, and it's just the skin.
We were down by the river all through the night, watching the stars and the city lights. Right from the start, said we never grow apart, dear Wichita. You wanted me to know, never ever let you go, dear.
Today's extra delicious breakfast. Smoothie with fresh cranberries, banana, and something else?
Apple.
Apple. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, that was really tasty. Mmm. Most of the boats have left, but it started raining and it's really great today, so we'll see if we continue later on today or if we stay here another night. Conover Cove is another anchorage, which lies a bit further south on the island. We put on our rain boots and went for a walk to see what it looked like.
So there's another anchorage down here in the south of the island, but I think it's a bit too shallow for us to get in here. There's mostly motorboats here. Found something here on Wallace Island. What do you think it is, Molly?
Treasure. Maybe it's this geocaching.
Oh, it must be, right?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
toys.
Yeah, some small stuff. So this must be from April 2007. Wow, it's 11 years old. This book, it's been out for 11 years. I've been sailing these waters for 72 years.
Wow.
Can I be right?
Yeah.
72 years.
Yeah.
And I've been sharing them with my husband and kids for 35 years. Peggy. Wow.
I don't know what I'm gonna like. I love when you find things like that just by accident. It's so fun. We found some fresh poop from an animal. We think it's a deer. Look.
Or maybe a beer. No.
No. This is what happens when you get to decide where to go. Oh. The animal droppings was probably from a black-tailed deer, which is the largest animal on the island.
Is it usual that grass is this green?
No,
I think it looks super green, I don't know.
like neon.
Yeah. Maybe it's just us that hasn't seen proper grass in a while, I don't know.
Morning! It's a beautiful day, but windy. The wind picked up yesterday in the afternoon and it's been blowing, I think, up to maybe 15 to 20 knots the whole night. Straight from the north.
We hoisted the mainsail, let the boom out, rig the whisker pole with preventer lines, and then let the head sail out. With the wind from behind, Ron sails south to our next anchorage in the Gulf Islands.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. We'd be so happy for that. Stay tuned for next week's episode, where we continue to cruise the Gulf Islands in the off-season.